Hi Thumos, and welcome back. So, in our Hi Thumos men's community, we have like rules. They're kind of unspoken rules. They're not the official rules. They're unspoken rules, and they're created by members of our group. They're not all flushed out, and they're not complete. There's only about 3 of them right now. But as time goes on, and the way things work within a group, rules naturally come up. I would say tenements, or what would you call? It's not a hard rule. It's not a law. It's a mindset. It's a phrase. It's something to help you remember and balance you out. So the first rule is by Fabian. And this came about kind of as a joke. And Fabian was talking to a girl, and she ghosted him. And he went rogue. We call it North Carolina. This guy went to North Carolina. Why North Carolina? No contact. But we got to keep it code word, so we say North Carolina. So Fabian went to North Carolina, and he started working on himself. He got in the gym. He wasn't in the gym, but he started pumping iron. He started eating more protein. He started getting his calories in. He started to get stronger, right? He started to be more social. Now, and he was just going about his life, doing the things that he knows to do, going to school, studying hard, talking to other girls, because once someone goes away, what's the point of staying stuck in the past? And so eventually, after a couple months, this girl hits him back. First thing he told us is like, they always come back. And it became a rule. So rule number 1 is they always come back. And I want you guys to think about this. This does not just apply to females. This applies to everything. It's a rule now that we encourage each other with. Rule number 1, man, you having a bad day? Rule number 1, they always come back. Not just women, but your motivation. You're having a bad day, they always come back. Don't worry about it, bro. You're going to have better days. The better days, they come back. Right? You're down in the dumps. Rule number 1, they always come back. Oh, that girl, she left you? Dude, stop worrying about it. You know what this helps you keep from doing? Longing and being stuck in the past. How many of us men, your friends, guys, how many of your friends are stuck in the past? Don't worry about it. Opportunities, they'll always come back. The opportunities will come back around. Stop moping and come up. Oh, I wish I could have got that job. Oh, that girl. Oh, she was perfect. Stop longing for a life that is not yours. They always come back. Opportunities, good days, happiness, motivation, females. Get on your shit, man, and focus on your life. Those times will always come back. You will never be for lack. All right, if you keep your eyes on God, if you keep your eyes on a bigger vision, if you plant your feet on solid ground every morning when you get up, you renew your mind, you stay focused, you stop getting sidetracked and living in the past. They always come back. Rule number 1. All right? Rule number 2 by Nikita. And I love this rule because it's so bloody simple and it's so good for me. It's a slap in the face. It's a punch in the gut. It's exactly what you need to hear when you're feeling like a weakling. Rule number 2 is just don't be a bitch. Just don't be a bitch. Simple as that. And I like how there's a just in front of it because it's an answer. It's an answer. It's not just, hey, don't be a bitch. It's just don't be a bitch, man. Just don't be a bitch. It sounds better when you say it fast like that. That's how he says it. Just don't be a bitch. Right? When that weakling in you doesn't want to get up in the morning because you're so cozy in bed, just don't be a bitch. Get up. Like Marcus Aurelius said. You arise to do the work of a man. What are you going to do? Stay in your blankets? Stay warm and cozy? When you're scared to approach that girl, I got this anxiety in my head. Just don't be a bitch. Simple as that. What else is there for a man to be than to step up? That guys, a lot of people ask, what is it like? How do I be a man? I'm not saying you guys, but it's just as a growing individual in your youth, you ask yourself, what does it mean to be a man? Well, it means just don't be a bitch. Step up, embrace adversity, overcome the weakness, overcome the boy inside of you. Right? That is such a wet smack. Bah! And I love it because it completely gets rid of any excuses. You're scared to do this. You're scared to make the phone call. You're scared to close the deal. You're scared to get the number. You're scared to sign up for the gym. You don't feel like getting out of bed. You don't feel like cleaning. You don't feel like doing the dishes. Huh? You don't feel like you're low on sleep, and science says, because I've been listening to Matthew Walker, I have to have 8 hours of sleep per day, or I'm going to be a diabetic, or I'm going to, have a heart attack. No. Just don't be a bitch. Rule number 2. How often do we let our own internal thoughts lead us? Like stop it. That's rule number 2, and I absolutely love it. Do the work. Get the work done, right? That's what part of what discipline is. It's the ability to do what you need to do regardless of whether you feel like it or not. Just don't be a bitch. Simple as that. Say it to yourself in your head whenever you're feeling like a weakling. You don't feel like turning on the cold water in the shower. Rule number 2. All right, it's a great framework. It's a great mental framework. It eliminates so much useless mental chatter and suffering, and will help you overcome those obstacles. So rule number 3 is something that I said recently. Rule number 3, simple, and this has really impacted my life, is just be. Just be. Rule number 3, just be. I know it's very easy these days to look at other men, to think that they have something that you don't. Maybe they're more masculine. Maybe they seem like they are more authoritative, that they have all their shit together, that they have everything figured out. And the reality is no one does. And no one has everything figured out. Most people don't know what they're doing. And we all have our own struggles. And you do not need to try to be anyone else but you. You need to just be. There is an art of being chill, of being calm in your body. When you go out, you do not need to be some clown, some goofball. If you're feeling goofy, you want to laugh, then do that. But just be how you want to be. You don't need to be super serious or try to be this alpha male or try to be all stuck up and, just be. Eliminate yourself from all of this trying to be something that you're not. This occurred to me on my flight home from Texas at the recent meetup we had with 20 guys. And I was on the plane, and I've always been like this since I was young. I'm looking at all these people, and I'm talking to the lady next to me. And the guy next to me runs a business. He runs a business in the steel manufacturing. And I'm thinking, I will never meet these people again. They're going to go off. They're going to live their lives. I'll never see them. I'll never meet them again. The world is so vast. There's so many people. The people, across in the apartment over there, man, they live their own life. I'll never see their inside of their apartment. Wherever you go, sometimes you'll travel to a new state. You're at a rest stop. You're like, man, I'll never be here again. I'm taking a shit in the stall. And I'll never be here again. I'm never going to be in this place again. The world's just so big. I am only one individual. I need to just be. I cannot experience everything. There's a sort of longing that comes from, you sort of wish you had a life that is not yours. A longing for a life that is not yours. And it occurred to me on the plane is, this longing is so deceptive because we are each an individual person. We're chosen by God. You're chosen here to fulfill your purpose, to fulfill your mission in life. This is not as clear and finally written out as we would like it to be. Here's your mission, young boy. Take your mission. Take your mission. Right? It's never going to be like that. But you are here, and whatever you're doing, whoever you are, whatever struggles that you have now, whatever resources you have, no matter how small, no matter how grand, circumstances may be really tough, that is exactly what you need to be going through. Your interest, right? The oddities that you have, the uniqueness, whatever you like. I mean, that's you right now. And sometimes the you right now is leading you down a bad path, and there needs to be change. And the change must occur, or else you're just you're going to go off, and you're going to become something that you do not want to become. You're going to go to a dark place. That's why it's vitally important to keep your eyes on what is true and to constantly step up and try your hardest, right? To try and to not get bogged down, right? Stop listening to that voice in your head. Rule 2. But there is something to be said that you yourself, you're chosen. And you need to stop longing for a life that isn't yours. That you can relax, you can be calm, and that is all you need to be. Right? Oftentimes we try to be more, and we try to talk so much, and we try to do things that are not really us. We try to take on a new personality. We try to we try to, we test out things we think work. We see other people doing. We try to, you are developing as you wake up every single day. Life is reaching back into you and shaping you. Just as much as you are going into life, there's whatever you reach into reaches back into you, and it molds you. And so you want to make sure that you're not running from difficult things, that you're stepping up to challenges, that you're not longing in the past, that you're not just trying to be so secure and putting yourself in a box. Life is huge. Life is big. You got to open up. You got to see what it shows you, what opportunities show themselves to you. You got to be ready for them. But remember that this is your life. And there's no use thinking about what could have been. There's no use trying to be someone else. Just be. Rule number 3, just be. The art of being chill. The art of being exactly who you are. And going from there. It's awareness. It really is an awareness. Once an awareness comes into your life, every day is special. Every day is like a gift. Every day is a new opportunity. And when you're not aware, you just you see like a rapid, like the rapids, the river, or you go to an amusement park, the lazy river. You're just floating down the river. Awareness is being able to get out of that river and look at the rest of the terrain and the rest of it, instead of just being carried around, right? But it's so easy to do this when you have zero awareness in your life, because then you're just, the river becomes entertainment. It becomes escape from boredom. It becomes always seeking pleasure. It becomes never taking a step out, looking at the river, and taking a good look at yourself. You never get to know yourself. And when you get to know yourself, then you're cool just being. You can be you. You can be chill. Right? You don't have to force things so much. But awareness is vital. It really is vital. And if you're lacking awareness, if you feel so ADHD in your head all the time, cracked out, if you feel that's signs that you're losing your awareness. You have to practice being aware. You don't just practice awareness through meditation 5 to 10 minutes away. You practice it every day. It's always there. You can always be aware. And you should always be aware. You should be aware of your surroundings. You don't want to get too messed up. You don't want to do too many. You don't want to do drugs, man, that take away your awareness and your senses. Right? You want to be aware. You want to be focused. You want your eyes open. So bring some awareness to your life. So that's it, guys. 3 rules so far. I mean, as the group grows, as we talk more and more, as life happens and history is made, there's more rules. But I think those 3 rules are great reminders, fantastic mental frameworks to go throughout your day, right? So they always come back. Just don't be a bitch. And just be. I'll see you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon. Peace.